Ladies and gentlemen, what is up everybody? It's your boy, Super John Cena Nick here. Super AJ Styles Nick. And I know you had a fun time watching my new SmackDown episode from yesterday. Or whatever the time this is going up on, the time you're seeing this. But anyways, before we get started, I'm just removing the Funko Pops. And Nick Taylor, you're asking yourself a question. Why are you moving the Funko Pops out of the way? aka the Mr. Potato Heads. Well, I'm going to explain that in the last minute, so I'll wait for a second. Although, gotta be careful for noise because there's a baby in here. In the other room, but I'm not gonna tell you. Here you go. So, and to remove the Christmas tree. And of course, this thing I did make of recently, a Mocky collection. But they've Robin, Anakin Skywalker, Mr. Pickles, Atos. This is a Lloyd Street, but I named him Atos. Then we have Lord Garmadon, Luke Skywalker, Fantastic Four, and Winter Soldier. So there is all the things you need to know. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing a game collection. So we're going to randomly pick them, and they will have some story time. So buckle up. So alright. So what game do you want to start with? Let's start with WWE All Stars for the Nintendo Wii. Okay. So here's the story. Okay. So I got the game for Christmas in 2018. That was at the time I had an older Wii. And then I played it a lot in 2020, and I'm not too sure if I'm still playing this. It's a lot in last year and this year. Yeah, so I'll eventually get back to it. I don't know what to do after I'm done with the Fantasy Warfare. Like we did, I think John Cena was playing that game in 2020. I don't know the full story, but it's a pretty cool game though. The next one we have is probably one of my favorite games on the PS3. So it's Super AJ Styles Nick Storytime. Sit down, because we're going to get started with the first story. Okay, so right here you'll see we have the steelbook edition of Batman Arkham City. Of course, this thingy, like plastic thingy, is beaten up now, so I'm probably gonna throw that away. But this piece right here is one of my favorite games for the whole PS3. Even if you don't have like the Catwoman pack, like we want to spend 6 hours of playing this game to get the Catwoman stuff. I don't want to sit around of it. And true story here. Okay, so back in 2019, in May of 2019, I played the demo version of Batman Arkham City. I completed the whole game in 2019. And I'm not too sure, and I'm trying to think who should play this game on the Super Woman Listening channel. That's a pretty okay question. The next game we have is WWE 12 on the PS3. Now I did get the game in 2011 for Christmas, and I beaten this game in 2018, which was on the same day as Baldwin for Forgiveness' final episode on the SmackDown episode. I completed the game because I had to take some time to think, how do we beat the WCW Backstage Brawl, or the final week before Starrcade, and it was a little bit struggling, I'm not gonna lie. The next game we had is the game we recently played on the new episode of Friday Night Game Night in Sonic Unleashed for the Nintendo Wii. I haven't played a lot of the game ever since I lost all the episodes from the Super AJ Styles Nick Plus gameplay in Friday Night Game Night, but it's pretty cool to have this in the collection. Okay, so there's that. The next one we have is a 2DS game, and it's actually one of the most recent games I got, and it was the the Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens for the Nintendo 2DS. I'm sorry for making this sticker noise. But alright, I'm back, and I'm sorry if I didn't remove the top piece. I will do that at a later date. But I've not played much of the game ever since I got it, so I might have to think about doing a playthrough soon on that very soon. Next up, we have probably one of the we're moving on to probably one of the smallest collections I've ever owned in this game collection. And we're starting off with one of my favorite games in the collection, and his name is the Mario Kart Double Dash. I'm telling you guys, GameCube games are pretty hard to find. You can say that with the PS4, the Xbox One, but yeah, that's a pretty struggle. Cool. And speaking of Xbox One, we are going to be featuring the new game I had got in the mail the other week. That is WWE 2K19 on the Xbox One. What a great game this is. Although I'm pretty disappointed I don't have a DLC yet, but I just want to save up more money to get 2K22 when it hits on the Xbox, on the I don't know what console I really want it from just yet. Next up is the game the game we finished up at the beginning of last year in WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2011. And guys, it is officially time for another story time. I mean, I'm gonna get the next game while I'm at it. Okay, so here's the story. Okay, so I got this in 2016 in September, but when I first got the game, when we were out for like a water thingy for the day, when I opened up the disc, it didn't have the actual disc. It gave me the 2010 disc, which I think I actually got it when I first got the Wii. But then we asked for a refund, and we got it 2 days later on eBay, and it's looking cool. And I'm not too sure if I'm going to be doing the SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 yet. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll have to figure something out. Next up is the Lego Movie 2, the video game, which I'm not too finished with yet. Because we've been struggling on beating the game, so there you go. There's a game in for you. Next up, so we have a game a game I don't like all that much, and it's WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2011 for the PSP. So here's a story. Okay, I got this game at the beginning of 2017 on the PSP, but I've struggled to beat week 12 on the road to WrestleMania for the versus The Undertaker. Like, I just really wanted to finish to get the Rock. But other than that, all the other road to WrestleManias are amazing. I just don't get it. What's going on here? Next up, we have a pretty useless Xbox One games, and the next game we have is Sims 4. Which I might give this a try one day. I don't know. I'm pretty much not sold on that, so that's going back to the shelf. Next up, we have another story time actually. Oh my god, there's another story time in this video. Well, so grab some popcorn because it's time for start time. So what do we have here? We have SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 and 2007. Okay, I got these were the first few games I got when I got the PSP in 2012. It's not like the version I currently use, because if you remember if you're new to the channel, in 2018 when I was out with someone for the night, and when I got home, my old PSP has a disc malfunction thingy. So how's that? Well, I did get 2007 in 2016 for Christmas, and then I got the 2010 disc, which for some reason it does have a oh shit. I'm not supposed to tell that later on. And then so it gave me the 2006 disc, and we had to order. I think we would do an eBay at the time. So yeah, these are the next games for you two. So there you go. That's the next. Alright guys, it's time for the next two games. So the next game we have is the game we recently beaten on Super John Cena Net. That is Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy for the PS2. Which this game is pretty okay, except we had a couple of troubles from here and there. And then another one, like I think we recently did a live stream on it a few weeks ago, and that is Angry Birds Star Wars. And we haven't played this game ever since I think it was August, in the big live stream we did. And then we have to carry it over to the new PS4. I'll do it like the date here. Over. And keep in mind, duplicates are going to be in the video. So buckle up and get your seatbelts ready. As oh boy, you're seeing multiple games come into my hand. Let me pop my goddamn one. Okay. So the next game we have is Lego Star Wars the original trilogy on the PSP, and I do have a copy one, but the copy one won't be in the video because I don't know what was going on at the time when I got it. Next up we have two most recent games. The games I'm talking about are WWE 2K17 in 2K18 or 2K16 on the Xbox One. I mean not Xbox One, Xbox 360. These two are so pretty cool. I haven't played on that much because I don't know what I'm going to do with 2K17 because it doesn't have 2K Showcase unless I got it with my money. Next up, we have two recent games. One of them I completed a few weeks ago on, I think it was Christmas Eve. On the Christmas Eve, I completed the game in Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. It was a fun game, and I'm looking forward. I might be doing another series. And then for Sega Superstar Tennis, you recently saw it on the Battlefield Junior game night. So, and I haven't played that much of it, so it was going back then. And then next up, we have two games, and it is actually story time. So let's pause. Let's pause the video here. So you're probably wondering, am I getting a little inspiration for the Angry Birds Saga movie? The question would be yes, but I'm going to need a bunch of characters like C-3PO, who has yet to make it yet. Here, yeah. Then I don't have multiple of the pigs yet. So that is pretty unfortunate. You hate to see it. So let's go. The next games we have is actually going to be a surprise. So I'll be right. Alright, so I'm back. So let's start with a PS2 game, and that is Wwe Smackdown Buster Raw 2011. We finished it in summer of 2020, and it was a pretty cool game, but it was just pretty cool. It wasn't good at this. And then next up, it is one of my favorite games in the collection. I'm shaking at this because I'm in passion showing this off. People are wondering, is this for a game? It's for sale. No, this game is not for sale. This game is staying in my gaming collection. Never ever to be sold. So yeah, we have WWE 2K19, which I actually got all the DLCs except for some I don't care about. I only wanted the characters like Ricochet, Bobby Lashley, and many other characters who you can't get right away like you can in 2K20. Which he will be in the video. Yeah. Which is not, and the version is not going to be this version, which is the WWE 2K20 on the Xbox One. I'm not too sure if I'm going to make universe mode content around WWE 2K20 and 2K19 just yet. I have to think about that. I'm not too sold on that idea just yet. So you're gonna have to give me time to think about it. especially when I do get all the custom cars I do need before we can make things possible. What the hell is... Yo, I don't know what's going on here. So let's put him back at the shelf. I don't know what was that all about. So next up, the next game we have is another new game, which is WWE 2K18 on the Nintendo Switch. Which I've been playing a lot of the game. I'm not too sure, so please do not expect in the comments to see Universal Mode content. It's never say never if you say otherwise. So that's WWE 2K18 on the Nintendo Switch. And I guess I might bring out the next game, which is WWE 2K Battlegrounds, which I might be doing a Let's Play series, but you know how, like, how it ends. My least favorite mode of the game. I know, it's just me. Otherwise, I know. And then next up, I'm going to feature 2 Lego Batman 2s, but I think these are the last ones. This is pretty much the last one in the video, which, man, I can't believe we covered a lot of the games, the Lego Batman 2s in this video. So anyways, these 2 are the games I want to play in the end of it, by probably the end of April, or possibly I'll start the PS3 version tomorrow, and then I'll start the Wii in a few days. I don't know, I'll have to think about that. And so, there you go. These are the next games for you all. Oh, got an ad. Oh no, guys. We have a pile here. We have a shit ton of games. But we're going to go by the games I have completed fully. Some of them are going to be re-released. We're going to be doing in the future. So, starting things off is Sonic and All-Star Racing Transferred, which was actually one of the final recording games we did on the older Super Nintendo before we got terminated because we used the Henry Hugley Monster song, which we should stop talking about that. Next up, we have WWE 2K16 on the PS3, and we did finish the game in 2017. That was before the bottleneck was here. We have Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, and I finished the game in 2020. Like, I was tossing about that in 2018, but it was a great try, and I got that game in 2017. When I first got it, someone took it away from me. That's a really great sign to see. We're going to take a break for a little sec. Actually, the next game we have is Injustice: Gods Among Us for the PS3. I was happy with getting this game in 2019 because I used to own this game, but I lost it, and I got the game in my hands. I tried getting the PC one, but then I lost all my save files. But at least I'm happy I have the PS3 version. Haven't done a lot of PS3 content in recent weeks, ever since running back. We go to Xbox 360. Actually, let me see. Going to take a look. Going to sizing up the pile. You're only gonna need 3 games. I'm sorry about the noise, but anyway, let's start things off with Lego Movie, the video game. I finished this game back in July of last year, in July 2021. That was days before we went to Vegas, and it was a pretty good game overall. The next game we have is Injustice: Gods Among Us, and I got the normal version for Christmas when I got the Xbox 360 in 2019. But then I wasn't happy in getting the normal version, so I had to get this one just to get so many DLCs, except I don't have the lockdown pack. The next game we have is WWE All-Stars, which I did beat the game on that same month as Lego Movie to the original trilogy. I mean, Lego Movie, the video game. How could I botch it? Shit. The next game we have is Batman Arkham City, which I beaten the game. I think it was in 2020 or 2021, but it was a really nice game while it lasted. We have Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, which we did beat the game, and it was actually the last. Okay, the Batman Plays trilogy was the last. This was episode 6. So was the last game that we completed on the Super AJ Styles Nick at the time for the Batman Play series. Next up, we have WWE 12, except it's the WrestleMania edition, which I really don't like this version because you don't get the DLC right away like the WWE 2K18 WrestleMania 34 edition. And then we have Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing with the Banjo-Kazooie edition. We have exclusive Banjo-Kazooie and then the Xbox Live avatar. That's pretty cool. And that's going to tie in with which will be the game we're going to be getting into. And then time for the go to do some different versions. So let's get started with next up. We have WWE Smackdown Buster Raw 2011, which we're going to have to restart the series. I know it sucks, but if it wasn't all for the copyright claim for the Henry Hugley Monster song, it would have never happened. But I struggled picking a Christmas song that instead of the original, instead of the normal intro I used. The next one we have is Lego Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars for the Xbox 360, and it wasn't a great game. And let me tell you guys something. Okay, I got this game in April of 2020, which I think it came on the day after WrestleMania 36, Night 2. I got the game, and I completed the game on the I think it was on the road to the final week of the Batman Plays, because the last episode of the last game we beaten in the Lego and the Batman Plays this series was Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. And that's pretty much it. The next game we have is Lego Batman, the video game for the PS3, which Charlie the Teenan needs to get off his ass so we can finally complete the game. Although I'm still going, like I said, with Lego Batman 2, I'm going to restart that series. And that will apply to the game that he's waiting. But next up, we have WWE 2K14 on the Xbox 360. And I did beat the game in July 2020. Which I think it was a week before, the last Monday before my Nintendo Switch came. So, yeah, it was a pretty good game. The next game we have is Lego Movie, the video game. I think I completed this game back in the day. But I think I did a level 1 on one of those Batman Plays episodes. I've yet to beat both all the levels yet. Well, I did do back in the day, but I didn't know what was the track of that. Alright, I'm back in now. The next game we have is WWE 13 for the Xbox 360. And like I said, I think I beat in the game the month after I beat in WWE 2K14, which is pretty cool. I might want to play that game one day, depending what the limitations are, along with WWE 2K14 and other stuff. The next one we have is Batman Arkham Origins, and same thing with the Sonic and All Stars Racing, transferred on the Xbox. The PS3 and the other games. I would have loved to put them in the series if it wasn't for the tournament. And then last but not least, we have Sonic and All Stars Racing, which we did do a live stream on back in the day, but that was a pretty good game. And it's also compatible with the Xbox One. So what you have to do is make an account on the Xbox One that's similarity. Boom. That's it. The next game we have is WWE 2K15 for the PS3. I did complete the game, like I said at the beginning of last year, in February. It was pretty hard, I'm not going to tell you. That wasn't good and fun. The next game we have is the game we were talking about moments ago. Lego Batman, the video game. So, of course, I really want to do Lego Batman 2 on the PS3, which we might be kicking off that series tomorrow. We'll do the Wii. We probably will wait until March to do the Wii. Then to do Lego Batman, the video game, say in either March or April on the PS3, and then finish this off I don't know. The possibilities are endless. Next up, we have probably one of my least favorite games on the Xbox 360. That is a gem piece in Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. They think that it's a must buy. But are you sure about that? Because level 3 on episode 4 is garbage. Same thing with level 5 on level 4 on episode 5. And even with that minigame on level 5 on episode 4. These are the problems I have with the game. The only good thing about the game is you can get the Lego Star Wars 1 characters with DLC if you have the money though. Next up, we have WWE 2K14, and I can't believe I completed the game 3 years after it came out. I beat the game in December of 2016. I beat it halfway, and then I took time off, and then I beat it. And it was very, very cool. That's pretty nice. But anyways, I can't... Anyway, I beaten Lego Indiana Jones, the original Adventures, when we did do I think it was either on Super 8 Days Plush gameplay or Friday Night Game Night episode. And then Kung Fu Panda, we've yet to get around to the game, so I don't know, I might not play that game in the future because it's pretty hard to do. Next game we have is WWE 13, and I did beat this in the summer of last year, 2021. That was at the time I was having a PS4 malfunction, and I really liked the game. I'm not too sure. Are you sure about that? I don't know. Next up, we have Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga for the Wii, and I really love this game. This game is one of my favorites, and I will forever say it. Although I really wish if the Lego 5 on episode 4 wasn't harder, I think it would have been cool. Yeah, let's go that. Oh wait, sorry, that's the wrong game. And the next up is the game I've not played all that much in 2021, in Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens. The reason why I'm saying this is I did beat the game in 2020, but after that I kind of gave up on the game. I might be able to do a PS4 series depending what the limitations are and if it's easy to do. Then last on this pile is Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing for the PS3. I love this game. And unfortunately, though, people are giving me a popular demand that I need to go back to playing this game. But how limited is that? I don't know. Next up, we have same thing again like the Xbox One. Probably one of my least favorite games because of some of the levels that got me into this trouble planning. Even with the Xbox controller. And we have Batman Arkham Origins, which has a 2-button disc edition where you could get the Xbox Live thingies. But it's a good sign to see. Alright guys, we are now in the next section. Next up we have Angry Birds Star Wars for the PS3, which the last time you saw this was only one of those Stuff for Legends episodes we did back in July 2021. Next up, we have a game I've not played that much yet, and I have yet to play, and that is Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Yes, I've been liking on so many Universe Mode content, which is why I never got around to playing this game, but I might do, unless if I want to do a playthrough series. It's on the Super Woman or something like that. I don't know. You never know what the future can hold. What will happen at any damn time. The next game we have is a game we recently played on. We did it on the first episode of the new Friday Night Game Night episode, I believe, and that is the Simpsons game on the Wii. And it's a pretty okay game. Although I feel like it's the same problem as the PS. It's the Wii version. Speaking of Nintendo, the next game we have is the game you saw on the plush gameplay episode. In New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. For the Nintendo Switch. And it's a pretty cool game. I really love Nabbit. Though we're currently stepping down from Nabbit for right now. Because people are calling me a cheater about the Nabbit. About me playing as Nabbit. But it's an easy environment if you are struggling. The next game we have is WWE 2K20 on the PS4. And do I like this better than the Xbox One version? Kind of, but I'm still not happy in the control changes. It's just why they had to change more. The next game, yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not happy in the new controllers. Next game we have is WWE 12 for the Wii. I have yet to do some more Road to WrestleMania, but I might do that. Next up, it's the same thing like the Sims 4 game. It's a game that's pretty much useless, although I might give it a shot in the future. In Fallout 4. Oh, which is not a bad game. Oh, but it's just one that's not really related to me. I think I used to play that back in the day. But as of current day, I just don't know if I'm interested in many things. Next up is a game I got for when I got it in 2020, actually in 2018 for Christmas. And that is Lego Luigi's Mansion 2 for the 2DS. What a great game I have. And it came with that bundle with the with Lego City Undercover The Chase Begins, which will be here later on. It's a pretty cool game. Well, I have it. Alright guys, next game we have is, we're going to wrap up the GameCube collection. So we have WWE WrestleMania 8. The WrestleMania 18 on the GameCube. I haven't played that game that much. And that will apply with the next game, which is Sonic Mega Collection. Same thing again. Never played that game that much. Although, is it looking to get a game? Maybe if you say otherwise. So the next games we have are, like I said, was the first Awakens on the PS3, which I haven't played that game that much. And then Wwe Smackdown Buster Raw, 2009, same thing. I played this game back at the beginning, but I've yet to get around finishing it. In the game. Next up we have another two games, which are one that has not been done, that is not over yet. So the game we have first is WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, which I got this game, I think it was in 2020, and it's a great, fantastic game. And in 2009, I got this game when I got the Xbox 360, and currently at the moment, Han Solo is playing the game, which, by the way, Han Solo is going to get a makeover. So just wait about that. Yeah. Next up is two Lego games that I am considering on probably playing or sell, because I'm not selling these two. So the games we have is Lego Indiana Jones, the original adventure for the PS2. I got the game, I think I got this back in 2017 or 2018. I don't know. But I played this game less often. But please expect that it could be a new playthrough series. And I might be in the same thing again, like we spoke about with the Lego Batman the video game and Lego Batman 2 early on. I might play this game in April, in the beginning of May or something like that. I don't know. You never know what's going to happen at any given time. Next up, we have WWE 13 on the Wii. Which actually, a fact here. I got this on multiple things, actually. So the first one is, I got the game on the same year as I got WWE All Stars. Which was on Christmas 2018 from someone else. And another thing too, this was actually the last game for the Wii, because the tournament contract when we got in 2013. And then next up we have one, I think this was one of the new games from the Wii this year, I mean in 2021, and that is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Yes, I don't own any Super Smash Bros. Game like the Ultimate, which you're going to see in a moment, because this game and the Ultimate are the only two games I own from the Super Smash Saga, because all of them are pretty expensive, although I'm trying to hog down the 3DS, actually the 2DS version of the game, which isn't that easy to get. I don't know. Not a great game. I don't know. Next up, we have Batman Returns to Arkham. So, here's the story. I finished off Arkham City in 2019 in April, which was like around, I think it was the week after the Superstar Shakeup in WWE, and then in Batman Arkham Asylum, I finished the game. I think it was doing the WWE 2019 SummerSlam season, and I think I like City better. And I got this in 2017, in case you are wondering. Next, next, next up we have, what game do you want to get into? The next game we have is Lego Marvel Avengers 2. Lego Marvel Avengers for the Xbox One. I'm not too sure if I'm ever going to play that game. I actually want to play it, but I don't know how the possibilities are going to be working, though, for me to play the game. So, so I put the game back. Okay, and then next up we have two Mario games. One of them is the new one, which is Super Mario Maker for the 2DS, which I did get that recently with I'm back. So anyway, back to what I was saying. We have Super Mario, which is one of the new games I got with the WWE 2K20 2019. The WWE 2K17 and 16 for the Xbox 360 and Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens on the 2 DS. These are a few games I've owned lately. So that goes, but however, this one, if you open this up, this has a new Super Mario Bros. DS version, because I didn't get the case when I first got the game in 2019. And it's just overall the whole story. And then we got my last game from 2020 in Lego, in the new Super Mario Bros. 2 DS 2. And it was a pretty cool game, so I kind of recommend you get the game. In which I finished a lot of the game. Next up, we're gonna start now. Oh, here we go. We're talking about better cold times. We have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch, and I did get the game for Christmas in 2020, which was almost like a few weeks after that 2 years anniversary. And it's a pretty cool game. I like it. I can't wait to get back to playing the game. The next game we have is Wwe Smackdown Buster Raw 2010 for the PS3, and I'm pretty much, and it's the first game that featured Superstar Friends. Got a Superstar Friends, and it was the last game. And it was actually the first game that has story designers, which it's the first game to have a story designer. So that's a pretty cool game. And it's not one of my favorites actually. It just gave me some struggles in World of WrestleMania. Yeah. And if you want to speak more, the next game we have is SmackDown Buster Raw 2011 for the Xbox 360. I've beaten Cena's World of WrestleMania off camera, but the others I couldn't get behind. I didn't get that accent. Next up, we have Sonic Unleashed for the PS2, which we didn't do an episode of. I think it was a Super 8 South Nick or Friday Night Game Night with this game. It's a great game. I love it. Next up is Lego Movie 2, the video game for the PS4, which I have not played this game in forever. And I'm probably going to move over to Xbox One, or I'm going to stay on the PS4. But it's a great game nonetheless for the Lego Movie. The next game we have is the one that you saw on my Instagram post a few months ago, Angry Birds Trilogy for the Wii, which is what I'm getting an inspiration from in the Angry Birds movie, which we got coming up soon. Next up, we have Lego Marvel: The Universe in Pearl, which was I got the game on that scene. Yes, there's other games I got, which was Super Smash Bros. I think it was a pretty cool game. which is a great game, and that was actually the same year I got Mario and Sonic at the Olympics game, the Batman Brave and the Ball, and I think that's all the games I got at the same year. So it's a pretty cool game. The next game, and then speaking of the Lego Movie, we have this. We got this game, which I've yet to play some of the game, like other games that you're gonna be seeing in the video that I got for Christmas. Christmas or something like that. Next up, we have Sonic Forces on the Nintendo Switch. And I haven't played much of the game in months, but expect for a gaming gang to return or something. I don't know. You never know what the future holds. Next up, we have Angry Birds Star Wars for the Wii, which I did get the game in 2008, which was actually the same year I got Angry Birds Trilogy. Overall, pretty good game. The next game we have is Wwe Smackdown Buster Raw 2008 featuring ECW, which is a pretty underrated game actually. Graphics actually looks different. Still disappointed that this was the last game to have General Manager mode, and then it is back. But don't worry, it's back in WWE 2K22. Which I think in the next years you're going to be seeing the WWE 2K22 in this pile along with the other games. I don't know. Anyway, next up speaking of which, then next up we have another SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. I told you, and there's another one I'm going to spice. So let's bring these two out over here. Okay. So I didn't get the PS2 version in 2016. I did get the PS3. I think it was 2015 or something early before that. But overall, really love this game. And then I got the Xbox 360 version in 2008. I mean in 2020. So that's great. Next up, we have the game that we played on a few episodes ago on the Friday night game night episode, and it's Lego Harry Potter Collection for the PS4. And we only did year 5 to 7. We're going to be doing 1 fall soon. I don't know. Yeah. And then next up we have Team Sonic Racing, for the Xbox One, with PS4 will be here later on. So that's pretty cool. Actually, let's do us a favor. Let's do us a favor. We're gonna make a great thumbnail for the video, no matter what people say about it. And then next up we have Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate I got for Christmas in 2019. Oh, I'm sorry if the camera went off, but I did beat the game in 2014. I might want to play that game one day. Speaking of the next game we have is Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing for the Wii. I really love this game because you get the Wii ability, like going back to the Xbox 360 version, you get to play with the avatar. Unfortunately, you can't get the Banjo-Kazooie with this version, so do not be surprised if it's in the game unless you want a PC mod. The next game we have is Lego Indiana Jones and the original Adventure, and then a Kung Fu Panda in a 2-in-1. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You can get these two in a bundle if you wish to. We are back at it again, and we are back with the next pack. Anyway, I was away just to go ahead and put more clips up on my computer file. Anyway, next we're back in. I think this is one of the second to last Nintendo Switch game I own in the collection. Super Mario Party for the Nintendo Switch. It's a pretty cool game. I actually got this a month at the end of the month of 2020. Or was it at the beginning of the second month with the Nintendo Switch? I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Yes. And then we have the last Xbox One game in the Lego Movie, the video game, which please expect to get the boots ready because we might be signed for a series coming up on the channel soon. And you can look at the red pants all you want, but I will be No, that's not good. And I think this is the last 2DS game we have in this here right now. And Cooking Mama Shopping Shop, which we did get the game in 2018. And then last game, I think this is the last WWE game I own on the Xbox 360 in WWE Smackdown Buster Raw together. Should I care about 2050? Probably not. It's dead at this point. Then next up we have Lego Indiana Jones, the original Adventures for the PS3. Right? And then we have the Wii version, which I think I got this in 2015. I don't know what year for two, but I think it was when we first started having a PS3 in the collection. We have Sega Superstar Tennis, which I did get the game at early stages of 2018. And then Lego Movie the video game, which is probably one of the best games, which I did complete it in 2020. But then I lost all the data because I I upgraded it to the PS4 Slims or whatever the hell you call it. So, let's go to the next pile. Alright, we're back in the next pile. Next up, we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I think it was one of the first two games I got when I got the Nintendo Switch in 2020. I did get this with New Mario Bros. Deluxe. That is net. Next up, we have WWE Smackdown. I think this is the last of the WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2009. Although there is two more to go because I do own it on the PS2 and the DS because I think they were cheaper back in the day. Although I got 2019 at the end of 2018, and then I got the PS2 in summer of 2018. So I think I did get this in. I don't know what. I think it was when I got it from the Neeb. It for Christmas in 2016 when I got the PS2. I don't know. I don't know what year was it, but he's going. But it's a cool game overall. Next up, we have WWE 2K Battlegrounds, which is probably the last time I've collected WWE games for Christmas. Although I'm not too sure if I'm going to collect it if I get to when WWE 2K when 2K22 drops. Next up, we have Deal or No Deal. The Banker is Bank. And pretty cool game. Although I kind of like the cover style more than the actual game. There's no story mode. Next up, we have, and speaking of story mode, I think this is probably one of the worst story modes ever on the Wii. That's right, The Simpsons. I struggled in the dancing like thingy because I was taking time. I was struggling on winning. Yeah. It was too hard to beat. Speaking of too hard to beat, we have on the last three games which are hard to beat. 2006 General Manager mode. I hate it because you have to get it on PS2 and then put it over to PSP. And then in the Batman Arkham Asylum, you have to deal with multiple Scarecrow fights. Although I kind of want to talk about, well, I don't know what year I got this on, but I think I did get this in 2019. When I got the Xbox 360 or I got it at Kex, I don't know. Speaking of beat hard, next up we have probably one of the worst Wii games I have in my collection. You want to hint it? It is WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2008. But the the Wii, and I think that's the last time I'm featuring this in the video. Although I think the I think the PSP is coming up soon. So, yeah, this is the worst game ever. Well, let's go over the useless games as we have Just Dance 4, useless. Just Dance 2, useless. What did we drop? This isn't useless. We're supposed to take out all these others. It's useless. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So, the games we have are Just Dance 2, useless. The Pirates Hunt of the Blackbeard's Booty, useless. Bob the Builder, Festival of Fun, useless. We Play, useless. The Draw Studio, useless. Listen. Sega Superstar Tennis, unfortunately the disc is broken, so That's pretty useless at this point until I get a new variant. Then we have the daily front plates, useless. Indiana Jones with the Staff of the Kings, useless. Wii Fit Plus, useless. Deal or No Deal, the bank is back, useless. Harry Potter, The Deadly of Hall Part 1, and Somebody Fitness has joined the party, useless. These two, useless. Pretty much ranting on everything that's useless. Anyways, next up we have news. Actually, we'll start with Ratatouille, which I'm not too big on Ratatouille in the game, but I might give it a chance for the playthrough for finding a game night episode or something like that. And then another one too, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I might be playing this game soon. I don't know. And then we have Toy Story 3, which is the game you saw in the Batman's anger management class when Batman handed over the game because he trusted Purple Freddy because Seth snuck out in the Seth Knockout segment. Then we have Donkey Kong Country Returns, which I played some of the game along with Disney Universe. Might get the PS3 version one day. I might have to think about that. We have FIFA 09 All Play, Toy Story Mania, the older Toy Story game, Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, the video game, which I haven't played Pirates of the Caribbean Lego in forever. I pretty much. Same thing with Mario Power Tennis, Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Savvy D'Amigo, FIFA 10, Star Wars, The Clone Wars, Republic Heroes, Super Mario Monkey Balls, Step and Roll, Wally, like FIFA 8. FIFA 8. Like a Harry Potter year 1 to 4. I really need to get year 1 to 7. Get Carnival, Mini Goal, SpongeBob, Creature for the Cost, Decab, Indiana Jones 2, The Adventure Continues, Smackdown vs. Raw 2009. Pretty cool, but at the same time, is it worth it? Probably not. Mario and the Olympics Winter Games, useless. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. I haven't played much of the game, so what would I know about it? Same thing with Nicktoons, Attack the Toy Boy, FIFA 11, Sonic Black Wing, Mario and the Olympics Games, Batman the Brave and the Bold. Same thing again with the Nicktoons, Attack the Toy Boy. Same thing with the next game, that will apply for the next game. Mario and Sonic at the Olympics game, Dream Super Karts, Lightsaber Duel, Banana Blitz, Mega Mind, Star Wars The Force Unleashed, Cannibal Game, Funfire Game, Skylanders Swap Force, and Mario Party. Alright, so I'm back. So I did add. Anyway, the next game we have is Lego Pirates of the Caribbean for the PS3. And if you're wondering why did I organize the pile, it crashed. So I'm organizing the pile a little bit different. Right. So let's go. So we have Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. Next up we have Angry Birds Trilogy. Which, by the way, I got Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, the video game, 3 weeks. I think it was like 3 weeks after PB Wrestling made its debut, to my interest. Next up, we have WWE 2K17 on the PS3. I got the game for Christmas 2016. It's the first game I don't have a DLC on, along with other games. Next up, we have 3 useless games. We have a club, not like the Bullet Club from NDPW. Adventure Tintin, The Secret of Unicorn, and Minecraft. Although I might play Minecraft one day, I don't know. But it's not too sold on Minecraft at this point. Next up, we have TNA Impact Total Non-Stop Wrestling, which there is an Xbox 360 version, which will be here in the video. Lego Marvel Super Heroes for the PS3. Need to get back to finishing the game, along with... And I think we saw this early on. Lego Batman 3 Beyond the Gotham, which I do have a copy of. Next up, we have a game like I said, I really don't like all that much in Lego Batman 2. I mean, another game I don't like too much, and that is Sonic Unleashed the Hedgehog for the PS3. Next up, we have Sonic Generations for the PS3. Games, I really enjoyed that game. Although I would love to finish that one day. And then we'll play for the next game one, which is the Star Wars 3, the Clone Wars. And then we're going to do a gaming collection. So I'm in Game Pass, so I'm going to be right. Alright guys, we are now in midway through the video. Now, we're going to do a deal here, okay? Since my phone is on 37%, I think it's time we have to finish this tonight. And just finish the rest tomorrow. So, next up, we have Wwe Smackdown Buster Raw 2008. The game I got in 2017, I believe. On the same day. Next up, we have Sega Superstar, the game I never played because I don't have the camera yet. Lego Batman 2 for the 2DS. Might be playing the game in the future. I got that in 2019 for this holiday. We have Lego Lord of the Rings for the Wii. I think this was the last Wii game for the Lego contract. Then we have WWE All Stars for the PS3. Might play that game soon. I don't know. I have to think what the future can hold up at the same time. Then next up we have a Pew in Lego Batman, the video game. Now I just really want a Lego Batman because this one is just basically for me. But this one, yeah. Same thing again, like we talked about, we pretty much all the variants of the game in the video. Yeah. And I think this is the last game of the next game we have is WWE 2K18 for the PS4. I really wish that this can come back. Next PS4 game we have is Lego DC Super Villains. I finished the game this year, then I have to restart this because my previous PS4 was broken. We have Lego Superstar Tennis for the PS3. Enough said. That applies to Paper Mario, which I got the game in I think I got this in 2019. Maybe? I don't know. But it's a decent game overall. We have the Simpsons game for the PSP. Got WWE Smackdown Buster Raw 2010 for the PS2. Got Sonic Generations for the Xbox 360. See? Got the Carnival game in action for the Xbox 360. Haven't played that game yet because I don't have a quick net thingy. Got Super Mario 3D Land. I got that for my birthday, 2018. Lego Star Wars the video game, the worst PS2 game I've ever owned. And that might apply for the Star Wars The Force Unleashed, which I think I got the game in 2018, and then WWE SmackDown Buster Raw 2007 for the PS2. We have Star Wars The Force Unleashed number 2 for the Xbox 360. I got the game for Christmas. And speaking of Christmas 2020, I get this Lego Indiana Jones The Adventure Continues as well. Got Lego Batman the video game. And Lego Indiana Jones The Original Adventure. I think the last PSP game, although we do have Pirates of the Caribbean coming up. Got WWE SmackDown Buster Raw 2010 for the PS2. Mario and Luigi's Dream Team Bros. Lego Batman the video game, and Lego Pirates of the Caribbean for the video game for the 2DS. Super Mario Galaxy 2, Super Mario Galaxy 1, and Mario Kart Wii. Injustice God Among Us Ultimate for the PS4. One of my favourite PS4 games. Lego Lord of the Rings for the PS3. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 for the PS3. Simpsons for the PS3. Lego Marvel Superheroes number 2 for the PS4. And Lego Ninjago the movie, the video game for the PS4. Alright guys, so I think that's going to wrap up the recording for the 14th of January. We'll come back tomorrow. So we'll see you later. Alright guys, I'm back once again tonight. So now, let's finish off this. It says next up guys, I have the Toy Story 3 for the PS3. We played this game in 2019, but we might play this game again. I don't know. Then we got a couple of useless games, like this game. It's useless, garbage. These two, these two a useless UFC 2009 game, two available games potentially, and if it's worth it. And a useless game to match with a good, really decent game. Then 4 useless games, a great game, and then a lot of useless games that you're seeing in this video. I really don't have a plan for the case. Then you have a useless game except for Harry Potter, which I played that in 2015. I might play that again soon. Then, otherwise, useless, pretty much useless. Same thing again. Useless, maybe. Okay, so now we're gonna do a recap on a new pile. So I guess that will be going over here. To the new pile. That's the right. There you go. Next up we are useless. Well, actually, that's not useless. I love that game so much. It's just that the game is just have to make it harder. Otherwise, these 3 useless games, 2 usable, a useless FIFA 8 game, I got in 2017, along with FIFA 9. And then for the last 6 games on the PS3 are all fucking useless. Sorry for swearing, by the way, but that's the truth about them. Then we have 2 last Wii games, which is Crash Bandicoot, Crash of Titans, and Sonic Colors. Pretty nice. Then the last 6 2DS games we have Mario and Sonic at the Olympics 2000 at the Olympics Winter Game for the 2DS, which is probably one of my least favorite 2DS games I picked up regardless because it's pretty much a struggle to win in some of the matches. The chair on top is gone at this point. There you go. Oh, just a pretty. Just not a great game to have. Speaking of which, we have another one, which is the one that I got used to the controllers, which is Wwe Smackdown Buster Raw 2009, which I did get the game. I think I got this in 2018. I mean, by the end of 2018, when I first got the 2DS. And so then other than that, you have the Complete Saga, which is another game I got at the end of 2018. We have Mario Kart Ds. I got in, I think it was March 2018. Got the Crash, the Chase Begin that I got for Christmas in 2018. So I'm going to do a little bit of a comparison. So let's get the 2DS. I'll just do that. Whatever. So here we are. So we have the games I got from 2018 all the way to 2021. Now, I think 2019 has a massive collection of 2DS games. And then in 2021 we have 5. I think the lowest score out of this is number 1, which I got this game in yeah, it's just pretty much about the value that you could get it overall. So the games we have is we got these 3 we got for Christmas in 2018, 2018 or whatever the hell you want to call it. I got the 2DS Christmas in 2018, which was a great day actually, if you can believe that. We have WWE Smackdown Buster Raw 2009. I got on top my last 2DS game of 2018. Then we have Cooking. I'm not too sure if I did get Cooking Mama in 2018 or 2019. But then we have Deal No Deal. The Bank is back. You have the new Super Mario Bros. DS game. And I gotta go to the toilet because I'm full after eating the biggest takeaway I had tonight. So, well, but we're gonna do that after we go through the next game. Mario Kart DS. I think I got in March of 2019 on February. Just any month I had a 2DS. And yeah, and I'm also gonna add in the the game that this is one of the only games I do have without a case. So there you go. 2 extra games. Now I'm gonna go to the Alright, I'm back from the toilet. Next game we have that I got in 2019 was Look Up Pirates of the Caribbean, the video game for the DS. I got that during Royal Rumble season actually when I went to Kickstart one time. So there you go. Next up we have Mario and Luigi Dream Team Bros. I think I got during WrestleMania 35 season. There you go. Next up we have the game I got for my birthday, which I'm pretty sure it was 3 weeks after WrestleMania 35, in Super Mario 3D Land. Then we got these 2 Lego Batman games I got for Skiggerness, although I did get scammed on this one, believe it or not. Yeah, I got scammed at one time, but we were able to get 2. They're from separate years. And then we got this game I got for Christmas, and I haven't played that much. Yeah. And then the only game I got for 2020 is Super Mario Bros. 2, which would have been cool if it hadn't have it in the game so we could cheat. Alright, next up we have the 3 games we got for Skigness this past in 2021. And that is Lego Marvels, Superheroes, Universe in Pro, Batman and the Brave, the Bold, the video game. And then we got Lego 7, the Force Awakens for the 2DS, Super Mario 3D Maker for the 2DS. This game knows that you have a lot of theories to get into it. So there you go. Next up we have the next few PSP games. And that is this another useless game. Toy Story 3, which has a different mechanic if you compare it over to the PS3 and the Wii version of the game. There's that. FIFA 7, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Turtles! Oh god, I can't sing that. I think I jinxed my life. Let me hit my head dead. No. Next up, we have Crash of the Titans. I got that in 2017. Got a 2007. I think this is a 19 or 18 game. I got the next 2, 2017 or 18. Again, I can't remember. 2018 and 2019. 2018 and 18. Once again. A 2019 game and he was 250 at Kex that I got the game through my holiday, which was the same. Yeah, so that's that. You have a game I got in 2017, 17, these 217, and all these except for the Grand Theft Auto games. So that's that. Got a lot of PSP games. Let's go to the next. And then for the game cherry on top, a useless game. And then the last 2 useless games. Let's go get the PS. And ooh boy, what a great way to finish off the collection. Let's rattle things off as the next games we have Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. I think the last time I played it was in July 2020. TNA Impact, not a great game. Same thing with the next game, and then well, these 3 are obviously great, but I don't know how to do good in TNA, so let's pack. Alright, let's get back into this. So, next game we have, you have Spider-Man, useless, Legends of Wrestling, and same thing again, useless, Wwe Smackdown Buster Raw in 2004, pretty much useless at this point. So Starfighter, Kung Fu Panda on PS2. It's actually on it for the Wii now, so might make that playthrough series one day. I don't know. Got a FIFA eSports 2000 Football 2004, Logan B 2005, Incredibles, a Juvenile Canis, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Crazy Taxi. Which that is a secret game I got. Might test out this game one day. depending what are the limitations of it going to be. I don't know. I don't know how the limit. Then next up, Shrek 2. Chicken Little. Chicken Little! Then you have Crazy Frog Racer. At least I haven't played the game because the Crazy Frog is annoying as hell. Gosh, Cut. Smackdown, shut your mouth. And Smackdown, here comes the pain. Shark Tale. Episode 3. We're eventually with for Star Wars. Alright, next up, Finding Nemo. Jack the Joker. Road 8. 24 the game. Batman Vengeance and Sonic Riders. Family Guy, the video game. Wait a minute. Did they use that 2K logo go in 2006 and you use that for current WWE games? That's something you want to point out. Then you Getaway Black Monday, Virtual Fighter 4, FIFA 8, Star Wars The Bounty Hunter. You got... Oops, sorry for that. Next up, WWE Smackdown Buster Raw 2009. Just Smackdown, just bring it. FIFA 9. SpongeBob the movie, the video game that they should call that game. FIFA 6. Ace 6. Ice Age 2. The Meltdown. Simpsons Hit Row. Hit and Run. Super Monkey Balls Deluxe, but for some reason it is a SingStars game. Don't ask me what's that about. That was just random. So, you know, that was random. Then Ben 10 Protector of Earth. I might play that game. Rayman 3, same thing again. FIFA 7. And I think that's all for the PS2 games. So, basically, what's left is PS3 games. PS3 games. And leftover and last PSP games. So, let's get on the way with Mercury Meltdown. You have Mercury Meltdown. FIFA 9. Lego Indiana Jones 2. I'm sorry guys if this has been underwhelming, but I can't wait that it's over. So I can go back to my universe mode record. FIFA 10 and the one Smackdown most memorable matches on DVD I got in 2018. Then got some Monkey Balls Adventure. Then it's time to kiss some stuff because we have Territon that I played in 2015. I haven't played on that because I just don't like the game nowadays. Boring. Maybe boring. 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 These two boring. 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 These are all just useless at this point. Alright, so now, next up, we have Star Wars Battlefront. We have Wii Sport, which I didn't get enough to put that onto the PS. As far to put that on the PS4. Then we have the best WWE game in WWE 2K16, which was actually the first game to introduce some new stuff, unlike what you could have done in the previous game. Yes, this game sucks. Do not touch that game. Then Nickelodeon's Kart Racing, which is at least better than WWE 2K15, along with the next game. And I know, same thing again like that Simpsons. I know this isn't a WWE game, or it's a game. It's just it's a DVD of WrestleMania 34. I got the Christmas along with WWE 2K19, which you saw early on. I had to remove it from the pile. Team Sonic Racing, I love this game so much, and I think I got this for Christmas in 2019. Then got Lego Batman 3, I got it for Christmas in 2015, along with the Lego Movie game, along with Lego Hobbit. And then Jurassic World. Might have to play these few games in the future. Got Assassin's Creed, Nintendo, Batman Arkham Knight, and then Lego Marvel Avengers. You have Lego Incredibles, and then Star Wars, and then the last game in the collect to be in this video is Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens for the PS4. Deluxe edition. This is a deluxe edition where you could get the season pass. So yeah, this is pretty good. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next video.